It started off fine, but Biden quickly became agitated when Fallon didn't agree to support him in the caucuses.
We got to stop building and replacing pipelines.
You got to go vote for somebody else.
All right, thanks so much, sir. We're going to have you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm going to vote you in the general if you treat me
Yeah,
right.
I know. Well, I'm not.
Well, can I have a
Look,
picture?
you're asking a picture of me. You're coming up and telling me you don't support me.
No.
My plan. Yeah, you did. You said you
I said I would support you in the general.
In the general. I'm looking for a primary.
We're happy to
and
get a number. We can follow up.
That's what I'm looking for, okay?
Just because
Now,
we're trying to get...
you believe that Bernie can do something by 2030?
That's why we're going to achieve a carbon pollution-free electric sector by the year 2035.
I'm actually supporting Tom Steyer.
Wait. Your AR-14s.
Okay, this is not okay.
Hold on, all right? And let's
Don't tell me this, pal. I want to go outside.
There's a lot of guys, wanting.
It's hard to make out, but he pretty much said, "Don't tell me that, pal. Don't tell me it's not okay. I'm going to go out and slap you in the face." When journalists asked him about that spat and why he swore at a union worker, Biden seemed genuinely confused and said,
Both targeting you over this exchange this morning with the voter about guns. Any impressed about how you handle it?
Well, I'm surprised that Sanders is joining Trump. And, it's just surprising.
Wasn't it appropriate to swear at an American, though, especially a union voter?
Look, tomorrow's Superstar Tuesday, and I want to thank you all. I tell you what, I'm rushing ahead, aren't I? 150 million people have been killed since 2007 when Bernie voted to exempt the gun manufacturers from liability. It would put 720 million women back in the workforce. Nobody should be in jail for a nonviolent crime. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. What's not to like about Vermont in terms of the beauty of it? And what a neat town. Play the radio. Make sure make sure you have the record player on at night. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts. Think about it. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing. I'm the guy that came back after meeting with Deng Xiaoping and making the case that I believe China would join if we put pressure on them. You had people like you had people like the former chairman and leader of the party in Germany. Go to Joe 3033. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach into the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. By the way, this is my little sister, Valerie, and I'm Jill's husband. Oh, no, you switched on me. This is my wife. This is my sister. They switched on me. Actually on the campus, but the people from the medical school were at there. I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts.
Why attack Sanders? Why? You're getting nervous, man.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys.
And this claim about Somali immigrants in his hometown of Wilmington, Delaware.
It's a large, very identifiable Somali community. There's an awful lot of driving cabs, and are friends of mine, for real. I'm not being solicitous. I'm being serious.
And it turns out factually incorrect. Only 15 Somalis live in the entire state, according to the Census Bureau. And Wilmington cab drivers told CNN they knew of no Somalis driving taxis.
We have to depend on what the president's going to do right now. And first of all, he has to wait till the cases before anything happens. Look, the whole idea is he's got to get in place things that were shortages of.
So how do you explain the performance in Iowa, and why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
Iowa's a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. Romney wants to he said in the first 100 days, he's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains. But the Taoiseach knows a lot about it. His mom lived in Long Island for 10 years or so, God rest her soul. And although she's, wait, your mom's still alive as your dad passed. God bless her soul.
Number one job facing the middle class, and it happens to be, as Barack says, a three-letter word: jobs. J-O-B-S, jobs.
The largest growth in population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States of America, Barack Obama. Now is the time to heed the timeless advice from Teddy Roosevelt. Speak softly and carry a big stick. End of quote. I promise you, the President has a big stick. I promise you. I know I get criticized. I'm told I get criticized by the new left. I have the most progressive record of anybody running for the United States, if anybody who would run. I'd make it clear to China, we are going to continue to move closer to make sure that we can, in fact, prevent North Korea from launching missiles to take them down. And if we don't, look, why am I stopping? No one else stops.
Okay.
Oh, man.
We don't know, Joe. And then he just stops.
Yeah.
Like, you would think he'd continue. Like, why am I stopping? And then, why am I? No one else stops. I'm going to continue. Which is, why am I stopping?
This day, 30 years ago, Nelson Mandela walked out of prison and entered into discussions about apartheid. I had the great honor of meeting him. I had the great honor of being arrested with our UN ambassador on the streets of Soweto.
Yes. What makes this so bad? The UN ambassador said that's a lie. He said that's not true at all.
All right, Chuck, thank you very much.
All right, it's Chris, but anyway.
Chris. I just did Chris. No, I just did Chuck. I tell you what, man, these are back-to-back. Anyway.
No, it's okay.
I don't know how you do it early in the morning, too.
Safe travels on the campaign trail. Thank you, sir.
There are hugs where you just throw up your arms and go for it, and then there are hugs that keep going and going and going. Joe Biden wouldn't let Hillary go as they met on the tarmac at Scranton Airport. About 4 seconds into the hug, they semi-disengage. Nothing to see here, right? Wrong, because the vice president wouldn't unhand Hillary for almost 16 seconds.
Notice how many times she tries to tap out. She lets it go, he does not. She tap out. Nope, she's just, no, he's still holding on. Okay, second tap out, for God's sake, Joe, you gotta let go.
I know more than most people know, and I can get things done. That's why I'm running. And you want to check my shape on, let's do push-ups together, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do. Now, one thing you were doing anything wrong. You said I set up my son to work in an oil company. Isn't that what you said? Get your words straight, Jack.
That's what I hear on MSNBC.
You don't hear that on MSNBC. You did not hear that. Well, yeah, you do, but look, Pat, look, here's the deal. Here's the deal.
It looks like you don't have any more back over in Trump. I'm not voting for you.
Well, I knew you weren't, man. You think I thought you'd stand up and vote for me? You're too old to vote for me.
Welcome to